Hey guys, welcome to the channel. In this video, we are going over 7 of the best and most creative ways to reach financial success in your 20s. By the end of this video, you'll have 7 new strategies to implement, all of which can easily propel you towards becoming a millionaire. As an entrepreneur myself, I've built dozens of businesses, failed at many of them, but done a lot of non-traditional things to build my wealth. So I really hope that this video can help you in finding some ways that you can easily unlock your full potential. Let's get started. The first creative way to get rich in your 20s is to tap into hidden income. This is not about the millions of dollars that your grandma hid in the chimney for safekeeping. Right now, I am talking about those hundreds of dollars that you can save each month on your bills. So how are you gonna save this extra money? Well, the straightforward answer is that you have to negotiate. There are a few one-time calls that you can make right now that will save you hundreds of dollars each month on your bills. This includes things like your cell phone plan, cable, car insurance, and more. And then what's the negotiation process like? Well, it's not the same for each and every company, but a basic rule that you can follow is call the company and tell them that you have been a loyal customer. Tell them that you've been using their services for the last X years, and now you are thinking about switching companies and shopping rates. In most cases, they will try and give you a discount to keep you as a customer. Another really big one is your car insurance, and I think that 90% of people are paying more for car insurance than they could be paying. All you have to do is call companies once every 2 or 3 years and compare their quotes. Most of the time, you'll be able to find another company that has the same exact coverage for much less. A more direct way to increase your income is through salary negotiation. Personally, I think that this is the easiest way to earn more money as you are already getting paid. You only have to negotiate with your boss or HR. In a lot of cases, they might come back at you with a counter offer, and besides a little bit of stress, this could definitely lead to a bigger paycheck. For example, if you're able to negotiate and make $5,000 more, you can easily invest this extra money and reach a portfolio of over $1 million by retirement. These are great ways to boost your savings or income, but if you are looking for a long-term solution that creates steady cash flow, then starting your own business is the ultimate thing to do to become rich in your 20s. And that takes us into our next point. Number 2 on my list is to start a service-based business. One of the biggest misconceptions is that starting a business requires a lot of money. However, this is just completely false. You can create a lot of income by leveraging your skills without having any huge startup costs. This is exactly how I launched my entrepreneurial journey. You can start your own service-based business, such as an ad agency, tutoring, consulting, personal training, the list goes on. And although the cost of starting a service-based business is lower compared to a product-based business, you're going to definitely have to work hard to grow your business. Let's take a look at one scenario where it would make a lot of sense to start a service-based business. Suppose, for example, you are a web developer and you know exactly how to make a website. In that case, you might start off by making websites for your potential clients and charging for each website that you make. Or if photography is your passion, you can start by creating your own photography business. You could also create a consulting business, or if you're really good at any subjects in school, you could start your own tutoring company. You just need to understand that in a service-based business, the product is actually you. There are no production or overhead costs involved in these businesses. So you'll start by building a reputation and advertising your skills. One thing to be aware of is your pricing, and that is a really unique challenge that a lot of service-based businesses face. That's because a lot of people, including a lot of freelancers, offer their services at pretty low prices and undervalue their services. Now, it's totally okay to do this at the start. You'll likely be charging under market value just so that you can get new clients and build up experience. However, with time, you will start charging more and more until it becomes a significant source of income. This is exactly what I did with photography. I used to charge barely any money, but eventually I started charging hundreds of dollars per hour. Just have that end goal in mind when you're starting your service-based business. The thought that if you consistently do this, you can eventually make a huge amount of money per hour. Number 3 on my list is to just become a minimalist. Adopting a minimalist lifestyle means doing more with less. It's gonna tackle your materialism, which is actually considered one of the biggest enemies in anyone's budget. The most obvious benefit of adopting this lifestyle is that you will spend less and save more money. And you can also invest this saved money to earn more money. While I'm not a minimalist, I actually really want to become one. I've been adopting some minimalist strategies, but I'm still nowhere near that level. However, the thought of having like only 10 different t-shirts and not many belongings, and just being free of things is really enticing. Another big concept is that it's just much easier to save money for most than it is to make more money. Another thing to note is that donating your clothes and items that you don't really use can really minimize your taxable income. Make a list of all the things that you don't need and just donate them or sell them. And yeah, when you have less stuff, you will really appreciate the items that you do have a lot more. One rule that I like to use is I like to think, have I used this thing in the last 60 days? Because if I haven't, then I can totally get rid of it. This applies to clothing, shoes, and whatever else is in your house. And the cool thing is that when you have less stuff, you also need less space. And in one of my other videos, I talked about the fact that a lot of people are paying too much money for a space that's just way too big. So if you can move into a smaller space, then that's also going to reduce your rental or mortgage cost. And by doing this, this will save you more money. You can invest that money and make more money for yourself. But yeah, you don't have to become a full-on minimalist with literally nothing. Just adopt some of these principles and I think you guys will be a lot happier. All right, the fourth way to get rich in your 20s is to start a subscription-based business. This is one of the biggest tricks in the business world to make money, and that is utilizing the recurring revenue model. Think about how awesome it'd be if you could set up a business where once you secure one client, they just continue to pay you each month. This brings in consistent cash flow, and a lot of subscription businesses are actually quite passive. Previously, people used to only use this business model for things like gym memberships and magazines. But nowadays, it's grown immensely in popularity and covers nearly everything from meals to online services to shaving kits. I think there's probably a subscription service for literally everything. For me, I think the best way to do a subscription-based business is to offer some type of online service. This is one of the best ways to make your first $1 million online. Let's sort of break this down and see how it's possible. If you're able to find 10,000 people who spend $10 per month on your services or products, that will bring in $100,000 per month or $1.2 million per year. Or you could sell a service that costs, let's say, $20 per month. And if you get 1,000 people to sign up for that, then that is $20,000 per month or $240,000 per year. Let's go through some ideas that you guys can use to jumpstart your own brainstorming. For example, if you really enjoy fitness, you can start creating meal prep plans, or you can make personalized workouts for people. If you're in the e-commerce space, you can create a program like Jungle Scout, which helps people find profitable niches and products to sell. I know for a fact that Jungle Scout makes millions and millions of dollars per month. If you're good with software, you can maybe program something for Instagram that helps people plan out their posts. With these types of businesses, it's quite automated, and once you set it up, it might be able to run itself without too much work from you. And yeah, you can have a small subscription-based business all the way to a huge one like, let's say, Netflix with millions of users. All right, the fifth creative way to get rich in your 20s is to really focus on financial education and investing in yourself. If you want to become rich, you will have to gain knowledge about money. Like, you just need to know about how money works, and that's going to open up a lot of doors. Think about the type of person that you want to become in the future. They're likely knowledgeable in many things, and if they're successful financially, they'll probably be educated on money. One of the greatest byproducts of learning about money is that you learn about new opportunities to make money. It's like putting on a pair of glasses that allows us to see all these ways to make money that are around us. Because really, there are so many ways nowadays. You can make money from home, you can make money with your laptop. It's just really amazing. I have a ton of videos on my channel about side hustle ideas that you guys can start. So I will link some of those in the description below. And also, you need to understand that not every investment is just about money. When you're starting out without too much money, I guarantee you that the biggest return on your investment is not going to be like investing in the stock market or anything like that. It's going to be investing in self-education, like books, podcasts, educational events, whatever it is to make you a smarter person. And the cool thing is that so many of these things are completely free. I'm a great case study of someone who took self-improvement seriously, and the small changes that I've done and made in my life have just really greatly improved everything. I encourage you guys to take financial education seriously because it's going to make a huge difference on one, your likelihood of becoming super rich, and two, it will raise your income cap dramatically. This is something that you guys can start right now, and it's like building equity in your future self. This is probably the most important thing that's on this list. Number 6 on this list is starting up a YouTube channel. You might be thinking that earning money on YouTube is not an easy task, and you'd be correct. However, if you are able to crack the system and build a strong following on this platform by creating engaging and compelling content, this is gonna lead to a really lucrative side hustle or career. At first, you're gonna be uploading a lot of content, not making any money, but eventually you will start earning a significant amount of money through AdSense, affiliates, and sponsorships. You have to be consistent at it and you have to play the long game. The long game is something that I'll be saying a lot because making real money is rarely a fast process. It almost always takes months, years, or even decades to become rich. YouTube is one of the most creative ways for you to build a personal brand and build an audience, which will make any future business you create way more likely to be successful. I think that anyone that's looking to build their influence and create multiple streams of income should definitely take a look at starting YouTube. In the past year, I've grown this channel to make about $25,000 per month of profit. And not just through making videos like this one that you're watching right now. I really try to create value, find trending topics to make content about, and I've just been really consistent at it for the last half year. Anyone can do it, and it's the one long-term business that I always tell people to start. If you guys want to join the waitlist for my six-figure YouTube Academy, I'll leave a link to it below. I basically go through all the steps that I took to build this channel and how you can replicate this process. My seventh and final tip for you guys is to just create multiple streams of income. For most people, it's gonna be very, very hard to become truly rich with just one source of income. If you're serious about getting wealthy, then you need to create multiple streams of income for yourself. Another source of income could be something like a side hustle, an online business, or another part-time job. Start adding multiple flows of income early on, and remember, if you can, try to create businesses that are all sort of related to each other. The most optimal way to do this is to build businesses that play off one another. For example, let's say you make videos on YouTube, right? You can find affiliates to partner with and you can generate passive income that way. If you have some type of landscaping business, then maybe you could create a business that sells products that those people would also be likely to buy. Scale your existing businesses, but also look for opportunities to make money with related businesses. And one thing you can do is if you have cash, you can invest it in the stock market or real estate and generate more sources of passive investment income. A lot of people only see being rich as making a lot of money, but you can also be time rich by making enough money to live without actively working. When you leverage the power of the internet or by hiring employees or investing money, that is when money can be generated at all times, even if you're not working. So by creating multiple streams of income at an early age, you're also learning how to do all these things, which is so important for your growth as an entrepreneur. Some of these businesses might fail, just like a lot of mine did, but you will come out with so many lessons, and I guarantee you some of your businesses will do well. So yeah, that's why I'm just a huge proponent of building multiple sources of income. Diversification really is such a powerful tool. So yeah, those are 7 creative ways that you guys can start making money in your 20s. But the fact is, you can start doing these at any age. You can be in your teens, you can be in your 20s, 30s, 40s, 50s. It really does not matter. The key is, whatever age you are, start right now, because the earlier you start, the more likely you will see success. I hope you guys found this video helpful. If you did, make sure to hit that like button and also subscribe to my channel to see more videos just like this. I make a ton of content about personal finance, investing, and entrepreneurship. And I just want to say thank you guys so much for watching and just making this channel what it is today. I appreciate each and every one of you guys. So yeah, thank you so much again, and I'll see you in the next video. Peace.